Consistency, the elusive key to progress, success, and personal growth. We all know the feeling, the spark of motivation that ignites when starting something new, the plans we make for daily habits, routines, or goals. Yet, days or weeks later, we find ourselves slipping, missing a day, then another, until the momentum is gone, and all that's left is frustration and self-doubt. Why is it so hard to stay consistent? Why do our best intentions often dissolve into disappointment? And more importantly, what can we do to finally break that cycle and build habits that last? To answer these questions, we first need to understand what consistency really is. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's not about never missing a day or flawlessly sticking to a plan. Instead, consistency is about showing up again and again, over time, through ups and downs, even when motivation fades. It's about building a pattern of repeated actions that, over weeks and months, lead to real, lasting change. But if the concept is simple, the practice is anything but. There are several hidden forces that sabotage our ability to stay consistent, and once you recognize them, you can start to overcome them. The first challenge: unrealistic expectations. When we start something new, we tend to overestimate what we can achieve in a short period. Inspired by stories of overnight transformations or dramatic changes, we imagine that we, too, can overhaul our habits, bodies, or lives in a matter of days. So we set ambitious goals, work out every day, write for 2 hours before dawn, meditate for an hour, eat perfectly clean meals. But when reality sets in, when we're tired, busy, or simply not in the mood, those big goals quickly become overwhelming. We miss a day, feel like we've failed, and then give up altogether. To fix this, we need to embrace the power of small, sustainable steps. Instead of aiming for radical change, focus on consistency over intensity. Commit to a version of your habit so simple, you can do it even on your worst day. 5 minutes of exercise, 1 paragraph of writing, a single healthy meal. These small wins build the foundation for bigger successes later. Over time, as the habit becomes ingrained, you can gradually increase the challenge. But the key is to start small enough that sticking with it feels almost effortless. The next obstacle is relying on motivation. Motivation is a powerful force, but it's also fleeting and unreliable. It surges when we're inspired, when everything is going well, or when we're excited about something new. But inevitably, motivation fades. Life gets busy, energy dips, and old habits call us back. If our consistency depends on feeling motivated, we're doomed to inconsistency. Instead, focus on building systems and routines that make your desired behavior automatic. This means setting up cues, reminders, or triggers in your environment that prompt you to take action. For example, laying out your workout clothes the night before, keeping your journal on your nightstand, or prepping healthy snacks in advance. It also means tying your habits to existing routines, like doing a quick meditation after brushing your teeth or reading a few pages before bedtime. The more automatic and frictionless you make the behavior, the less you have to rely on willpower or motivation to get it done. Another reason consistency slips is the all-or-nothing mindset. We tell ourselves that if we can't do something perfectly, it's not worth doing at all. If we miss a workout, eat an unhealthy meal, or skip a day of studying, we feel like we've blown it. And that sense of failure often leads to abandoning the habit altogether. But real progress comes not from perfection, but from persistence. Missing a day doesn't erase all your progress. What matters is getting back on track the next day. To counter the all-or-nothing trap, practice self-compassion. Instead of beating yourself up for slip-ups, treat yourself with understanding and patience. Expect setbacks. They're a normal part of change. When you miss a day, forgive yourself and simply start again. The most successful people aren't the ones who never fail, but the ones who always get back up. Distraction and competing priorities also threaten our consistency. In our fast-paced, always connected world, it's easy to get pulled in a dozen different directions. We start the day with good intentions, but emails, notifications, and unexpected demands eat up our time and energy. By evening, our planned habits have slipped off the radar. The solution is to protect your priorities. Decide in advance what matters most and schedule time for your key habits, just as you would for important meetings or appointments. Treat that time as non-negotiable. If possible, do your most important habit first thing in the morning, before distractions can pile up. You can also use technology to your advantage. Set reminders, block distracting apps, or use accountability tools to keep yourself on track. Another subtle challenge is lack of clarity. Sometimes we're not even sure what we're trying to be consistent with. Our goals are vague. Eat healthier, get in shape, be more productive. Without a clear plan, it's impossible to measure progress or know what actions to take. To fix this, get specific. Define exactly what you want to do, how often, and when. Instead of work out more, commit to walk for 20 minutes every weekday at 7 a.m. Instead of read more, try read 10 pages before bed. The more concrete your habit, the easier it is to follow through. A related problem is lack of feedback or progress tracking. When we don't see evidence of our efforts, it's easy to lose interest or feel like our actions don't matter. But seeing small wins and tracking streaks can be incredibly motivating. Start by keeping a simple record of your habits, a calendar, journal, or habit tracking app. Mark every day you complete your task. Over time, those marks become a powerful visual reminder of your progress. Celebrate your streaks, and don't let a missed day erase your momentum. Remember, consistency is built over the long term. Sometimes, inconsistency is a sign that the habit isn't truly aligned with your values or priorities. Maybe you're pursuing a goal because you think you should, not because you genuinely want to. Or perhaps the habit doesn't fit your lifestyle or personality. When this happens, it's almost impossible to stick with it. Take some time to reflect on your habits and goals. Are they meaningful to you? Do they excite or energize you? If not, consider adjusting your approach or choosing a different direction. When your habits align with your values and interests, staying consistent feels much easier. Social support is another crucial factor. Trying to change in isolation is hard. But when you have friends, family, or a community cheering you on, holding you accountable, or sharing the journey, it becomes much easier to stick with your habits. Find ways to build in accountability and support. Tell someone about your goals, join a group with similar interests, or find a habit partner to check in with regularly. Even sharing your progress on social media can give you that extra push to keep going. Finally, many of us underestimate the power of patience and persistence. We want quick results, but real change takes time. Habits aren't built overnight. They're the sum of small actions, repeated day after day. Progress can seem slow or invisible at first, but over weeks and months, those tiny efforts compound into dramatic transformation. To stay consistent, shift your focus from immediate outcomes to the process itself. Instead of obsessing over the end goal, take pride in showing up each day. Trust that your efforts are adding up, even if you can't see the results yet. Celebrate your consistency, not just your achievements. So, to recap, if you struggle with staying consistent, you're not alone. It's a challenge that everyone faces, but it's also one you can overcome. Start by setting realistic, specific goals. Make your habits so small and easy that they're hard to skip, and tie them to existing routines. Track your progress, forgive yourself for setbacks, and build in accountability and support. Most importantly, be patient and persistent. Consistency is a marathon, not a sprint. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's to keep showing up, day after day, imperfectly but persistently. Each small action, each day you follow through, is a vote for the person you want to become. Over time, those votes add up to real, lasting change. So the next time you find yourself slipping, don't give up. Adjust your approach, start small, and keep going. The path to consistency is a journey worth taking, one step at a time. And with every step, you move closer to the life you want to live.